Hi there, students. This is a screencast on part two of your PEPP, the logic model. All right, this is an area that our students traditionally do very well in. We have a ton of supports, and there's so many supports online to help you with creating a logic model for your target program. Okay, so the logic model is we're looking at what currently is of your program. So in part one, we described your program. We don't have recommendations yet. All right. So the recommendations, they wait until part five. So right now, what goes into your program to make it happen? Okay. So what goes into your program to make it happen? And what are the goals and what are the outcomes? So part two, create a logic model and then describe it. So, this it says a one-page narrative. It can truly be 2 pages. Describe, so in your logic model, you're just going to put bullet points, you're just going to put words. So then describe what your logic model is. All right, let's go to the template. I don't have a template of a logic model here. I'm going to show you one in just a minute. The template is just make the logic model. If you don't know how they fit it into this paper, it can be a separate attachment, but your narrative should be in this paper. Let's look at the rubric. You do a logic model and you describe it. All right, so let me go to just a couple of different things here. I have the CDC I've referenced it a lot in this course. The CDC really has one of the best program evaluation websites that there is. And here it describes a logic model for you, and it tells you what are the inputs, activities, outputs, outcomes, impacts, and moderators. Now, you don't have to use all of these terms, but if you would like to, I think it does make sense. I just am showing you, I Googled logic model examples and I clicked on one. So in this class, a lot of students have different looking logic models. Really what I'm looking for are the inputs, the outputs, and the outcomes. So what do we put, what goes into our program? Our staff expertise, professional development, funding, special ed is a lot of money. Technology, that's what goes in. All right. And then what do we do? And then what are the outcomes? What do we want to see happen at the end? I really like the short term, intermediate, long term, although you do not have to divide it up into those columns. So this is the logic model. So it's pretty basic. What usually happens when we're grading the logic model is that we tell you to add things, like if we notice you didn't have time for planning in there, well, you need that, you need funding or money, and we'll tell you if you're missing things. Oftentimes that's the main feedback you get on this part two. So part two is just creating a logic model and then describing it. All right, have a great rest of your week.